So that's going to be great for our schools, great for our children to embrace other cultures and enjoy them and let them get a taste of life here in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Excitement throughout the River Valley tonight as the city of Fort Smith lands a foreign military pilot training program. The 188 will house that center with capacity for up to 36 aircraft, including F-16s and F-35s. In addition to that center, Fort Smith will also become the new home for the 425th Fighter Squadron. That's a Republic of Singapore F-16 training unit that's right now based out in Arizona. Thanks for joining us. I'm Darren Bobb. It's taken nearly 2 years for this selection to be finalized. This decision will bring an economic boom for the region. 5 News reporter Jose Carranza is in Fort Smith now at the 188 with details and reaction about all this. Jose?
Arkansas was up against 5 other states for this pilot training program, and with it now coming to Fort Smith, city officials are excited and ready to get to work.
Colonel Rob Ader at ADC, he compares this to landing a Nissan plant in the middle of Fort Smith because of the economic impact, and that's absolutely true.
Tim Allen, the Chamber of Commerce president and CEO, is calling the pilot training center an economic engine. Not only is it bringing hundreds of families and jobs to the area, but even interest from DoD companies in the military sector.
And that's what we're also excited about is working to secure those companies and those jobs right here in Fort Smith.
And with the expansion of the runway to 9,300 feet, City Administrator Carl Giffken says it could mean an expansion of services.
The more people we have, the greater the likelihood that instead of the smaller regional jets, we now have 737s and A320s. More people, more success.
Officials say the training could have an economic impact on the region as high as $1 billion per year.
We are in the initial stages now that the ROD has been signed. We can start executing a lot of our plans on what we need to do to get this mission up and running.
Over the next 18 months, Lieutenant Colonel Drew Gus Nash will head the basing of the mission. They'll begin projects in the design phase and potentially start construction projects. Those include facility renovations, repairing their ramp, and getting sun shelters ready to operate the F-35 operations and to include the F-16 operations.
We are expecting flying operations to start sometime within FY25, which would be anywhere from September 2024 through September of 2025.
Our goal is to make sure that the bed down for Singapore, Poland, Finland, Switzerland is a smooth transition, not only for the pilots, but for their families.
And it's frequently said, when you hear those aircraft, hear those jet engines flying overhead, it's the sound of freedom. But it's also the sound of an economic engine for Fort Smith and the region.
Again, those flying operations will start anywhere between September 2024 and September 2025, with a lot of projects happening here at the 188 and around the area to accommodate for the program. Stick with 5 News as we bring you more on what's to come. For now, in Fort Smith, covering news where you live, Jose Carranza, 5 News.